This is a fully functional Miles Morales web shooter, and yes, you can 3D print it. In this video, I will show you how I designed and built this awesome miniature web shooter, and how you can create your own step by step.
Hi, this is an old video that I made for my first YouTube channel in French. It has been translated and adapted by me, no AI, so please enjoy.
In this mini-series, I will be recreating some of the most iconic objects from my favorite superheroes and supervillains. For this project, I choose an iconic item from one of my favorite superheroes, the Spider-Man web shooter. I will be building the version inspired by the Miles Morales video game. It is small, but with some really cool details. To make this project even more interesting, I set myself a challenge. I had to find all the materials locally in convenience or hardware stores. For this build, I defined 3 main missions. The web shooter has to look as close as possible to the one from the video games. All the components must be easy to find. And of course, it has to be fully functional. Okay, I'm now walking through the streets of downtown Saint-Brieuc to look for the parts for this project. Based on what I find, I will adapt my 3D design accordingly. I didn't find many useful items, but I did manage to get some small elastic bands and some dental floss which will simulate our web. Next stop, the hardware store. I found a type of string that could work as a web, but it's too thick. Since we have very limited space inside of the mechanism, it could cause jamming, so I don't recommend using it. Now here we have the key component of the web shooter, the spring. The spring I use measures 0.4 by 0.3 by 0.4 millimeters. Unfortunately, this specific size is very hard to find in stores these days and usually needs to be ordered online. To trigger the mechanism, I will be using transparent fishing line. This line will be installed directly inside the device, and when I perform the classic Spider-Man hand motion, it will activate the dart. Alright, now that I have found all the components, let's head back to the apartment and see how much everything cost. The items you see on screen are enough to build several web shooters, so the total cost of 70 euros can easily be divided by 3 or 4 builds. Now let's move on to the 3D modeling. I will start by tracing the outer shell using a reference photo. This step can take some time, but it's not complicated. Now I will explain a bit more about how the mechanism works. We have a dart that gets launched from the center. To achieve this, I modeled several separated parts, which will allow us to combine different colors and materials during printing. For example, the moving parts experience frictions, and PLA isn't the best option here. This small central barrels guides the dart, and together with the lower section, it forms the core of the actuation system. That's why having the correct materials is so important. If the spring or the screw length isn't right, the mechanism won't work, so you need to be very precise here. This spring is extremely important. If it doesn't match these exact dimensions, the mechanism simply won't work. But don't worry, if you follow the material list and the step-by-step guide linked in the description, you won't have any problems. Alright, now let's assemble all the parts of this web shooter.
This project was sponsored by SolidWorks for Makers. You can find the link on the description down below, and with this code you can get 20% off. Now let's continue with the project.
For the components that experience the most mechanical stress, I'm using Polymax filament from Polymaker. It is just as easy to print as PLA, but its mechanical strength is incredible, up to 5 times stronger than the standard PLA. Because of that, we don't need any enclosed 3D printer. My Prusa MK4 will handle this job perfectly. Once the part is printed, I remove the supports and clean up any excess materials. Now let's build the main mechanism. We will need about 30 centimeters of fishing line. I will tie a double knot at one end and add a drop of super glue to lock it in place. Once it's dry, I insert the part into the barrel and create a loop using a small elastic band. This way, when we pull the line, we will get the movement you see here. Next, let's assemble the dart. Simply slide the spring inside and secure it with a drop of super glue. With this part ready, we can now test the mechanism. Before continuing, I want to give a big thanks to Sean Craft, whose videos inspire me a lot during the modeling process, and I highly recommend checking out his channel. Now let's install the mechanism into the main shell. Here it's very important to align everything correctly and use the proper screw. I strongly recommend testing the fire mechanism again before moving on to the final assembly. To finish everything up, we pass the line through the dedicated hole and close the assembly using screws. Great, this first test works perfectly. To wear it on my wrist, I made a simple strap using a piece of black adhesive tape. You don't need to copy this exactly, just use whatever you have available to make it secure and comfortable. To finish the project, we glued the dental floss to the dart, being very careful to not glue the spring. And here it is, a fully functional 3D printed web shooter. I would love to improve this design in the future, so feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments or ideas for new projects. The 3D model is available for free on Printables, along with the full assembly guide and material list. I hope you enjoyed this project. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help me creating more builds like this. See you in the next one. Bye bye.